Morning guys, welcome to today's video, daily video number 28 I believe. But we're starting this morning off with a fridge that doesn't work. I'm gonna get 2 buckets of mangoes for the 2 smaller pigs we got. We're not feeding the bigger pigs mangoes today because we got them out in the field. There are natural tillers. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, go and watch it. We fixed the electric fence, extended it a little bit so that they could go out to a different pasture. They got like at least 4 times the amount of space that they did before, but we just mowed probably about a quarter to half of it, and we're gonna plant some grass seed after the pigs tilled it up a little bit. So instead of tilling it ourselves, that's a great natural way to get the pigs to work. Morning, little piggy. There's always at least one chicken in here. He's trying to steal the grain. It's all good, piggy. I got you some mangoes. There you go, piggy. All good. Get that shit. Get out of here. Alright, on to the next piggy. Morning, piggy. I got you some mangoes. There you go, buddy. These pigs love those mangoes. Really, they love any food you'll give them, though. Here's your water, Mr. Piggy. I try to put the water for sure on the flattest ground in there. Now that Corey this morning already fed these chickens, it's going to be way easier to keep them in and not accidentally let them out. Alright. I better check for eggs just to make sure. Lately, it seems like if they do lay eggs, you gotta get them super quick out of here because the other chickens will eat them. This chicken, there's usually a chicken sitting back here, but get up, girl. Let's see if you got any eggs. Nope, no eggs. Make sure over on the left side of this. Nope. Now I'm just gonna take a quick peek over here. Make sure none of the pigs got out into the other pasture that they're not supposed to be in. Because, well, here this rebar, they must have got out over here because that rebar fell. And it's definitely shorting out the electric fence now, but yesterday we couldn't get the electric fence to work. So the pigs can get out and free roam. And a lot of them are still scared though. They know that this is the perimeter and they don't want to get shocked even though the electric fence isn't working. They don't know that, or at least a few of them don't know that. I see one way over there beyond the trees, which is good. That's the pasture we want them in. But walk over here and show you guys the good job of tilling that these pigs are doing for us. We don't have a tiller here on the farm, and we were thinking about buying one, but just the cost here is almost double here in Costa Rica because everything's imported. Everything that they don't make in Costa Rica, and I don't think they make any tillers here in Costa Rica. But last night, Corey and I took a walk to basically corral the pigs back into their pig pens for the night. And notice just in a few hours, well, maybe about 5 hours, 6 hours, they'd done a really good job of tilling up the dirt. Here you can see all in this area that tilled up the dirt. Way over here, you can see the patches that they've already done trying to get the worms and bugs out of the soil. Doing some good work for us, and so that eventually we'll run a bar behind the tractor, flatten this out a little bit more, and then we'll throw grass seed over it so we can reseed this pasture. And then as the grass grows, the weeds might grow faster, so then we'll just mow it a little short. So then hopefully the weeds grow, but then the grass grows stronger. Our original plan before we come up with this idea was to have them extend over there, this back pasture here, to extend their electric fence from about where my finger is all the way over to here, and still have a little bit of area so that the horses can go around to the river that's behind this pasture. But we were looking and realized that there's some decent grass over there growing, and we didn't want the pigs to kill all that grass, and it just made more sense to bring them into this pasture where there's hardly any compared to the other pasture, because we planned to seed this pasture anyways, but we're not planning to seed that pasture over there. So just full gas.
It needs to go. It's not greased.
I'm gonna go weed whack while Corey mows with the brush hog we just fixed yesterday, so that's the boring part, I won't show that. Now I'm planning a watermelon patch or field or whatever you garden, whatever you want to call it. I want to get 12 rows in here. No, wait. I want to get 6 rows in here, and each row will take up 6 foot. So I gotta get about 36 foot by however wide I can get it possible. So I'm gonna see how long from here down to here I can get, but I can't go too much in that shade, so that's a problem. There's 25 foot. So 25 foot to the shade. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the way. So then I gotta go an extra 10 foot where I put my foot. There's, okay, 11 foot, sorry. 36 foot right here. I'll definitely be doing rows this way horizontally, because I can get the 36 foot out here, but I can only go 25 deep. So that's a problem if I want to do, I'm going to do a perpetual harvest, so I can, watermelons shouldn't take more than 90 days from seed to harvest. So if I do 2 rows at a time, I can get about 8 plants in each row. Now these first 2, maybe 3 rows, I can go probably close to 40 plus foot. So I'll be able to get way more than 8 plants. I might be able to get more like 11, 12 plants at least. But the rest of them, I'm only going to be able to get 8 plants. And I could probably only do 3, maybe 4 or 5 rows. For sure only 3 or 4 rows before I come into these plants. And these are yucca. And Corey just planted those, so I'm gonna have to like go around them. And then whenever the watermelons tangle up with them, I'll have to untangle them. But it's definitely doable. But where I'm standing right here is probably the furthest I want to go. Unless I put a couple more back. I could put at least 1 row right here off-centered from the other ones. But I'm going to mark it out, and then I'm going to get the weed eater and take it down to dirt. Because I'm only doing 2 rows at a time. So 2 rows every month. I'll plant once a month. And then by the time 3 months comes around, I have 6 rows planted. Now I'm ready to weed. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, there's a French guy here? No, Italian guy. I asked him that. I'd be like, you can't figure it out, bud? He's like, what does that mean? Never heard that before.
Uh-huh.
Well, I said, you figured it out. He's like, I don't understand. I'm trying to explain to him what figured it out means.
Uh-huh.
It's actually pretty hard to explain. You know, like, so he he had to look up on the translator. He had to figure out what figured out means. We're always giving him shit. You figure it out, bud? Then he understood after he.
Uh-huh.
But it was funny. He didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? He was like 19-year-old, 25.
Well, just got done with that. Done for the day now. But here, I'll show you. About, should get me like 2.5 rows. Real nice spaced out. By a row right here and a row right here. Think about 3.5 foot by 4 foot-ish for each plant. And this is 50 foot long, so at 36 foot I can fit 8. So at 50 foot I should be able to fit at least another 3, maybe 4 plants. But tomorrow, watch tomorrow's video. Might as well subscribe right now. You're at the end of the video and like it, if you obviously like it. But tomorrow I'll be picking up some manure out in the fields and throwing it down here. And should be getting seeds tomorrow or Sunday. So I'll be planting these here within a day or two, hopefully. Thanks for watching today's video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up on all my daily videos.